Sound test, sound test. Is there anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Huzzah! For I am heard. Hello, dear friends. Susanna and Fred, welcome. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've done a Foundation live stream. It's been a while since I've done any live stream, to be fair. How are you both? It's been a while since I've been back in Capibara, actually. Forgot how dense this place was. All is good, Fred. I'm glad to hear it. I really am. Genuinely, I'm glad to hear that. Times are tough for some people, and anytime somebody's good, it makes me feel good. Hey, it's raining in Capibara. Shall we swap it up a bit, because it is not raining where I am. Yeah, let's go full daytime. Okay, everybody put your shades on. Oof. You know what would be nice? I hope in this quality of life update that's coming up from Polymorph that we get more times of day, or maybe seasons, or a whole list of them or something. That'd be really nice. Yeah, make for some super sweet screenshots. That's something I never do, actually, take a screenshot. Ah, it went away. Never mind. Well, the reason, yeah, you're right. I can't stay away from Capibara for too long. The reason I came back to Capibara now is because I wanted to test out this 3 times bug fix. So for a long time we've been suffering with this bug where you've got it increased game speed to ×3, and the amount of wheat that you would produce would be calculated wrong, wouldn't it? And you wouldn't get the amount that you were supposed to get. It wasn't just wheat, actually. There were other things, but everybody complained about wheat because it's the biggest one that you notice. So apparently they fixed that. And so the amount of wheat that I'm storing now, that should rapidly ramp up, I think. I'm gonna have to change my settings because I've got it on go slow for when I record videos to give that nice, that smooth, what's called panning effect. I wish I knew a better way to do that, actually. It's all very basic. It's all very basic at Lord Bara's house. So I just want to check, see if this this harvesting bug is working, and once I've confirmed that it looks like it's working, or no longer being a problem, what I want to do is I want to start a new map and just do a free build and see how far I get in a session. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed run it and rush it and just go for it. And I do actually have something in mind, because a while back, months ago, and I forget who it was that mentioned it, but somebody commented or left a comment. Can you build a dockyard? And I'd like to have a go at that. I really fancy the idea of building like a seaside town, which is like a big dock front, and I'm gonna have a go at that tonight. I think I'm gonna see if I can manage to get it all done in a session. It doesn't have to be crazy. I'm not trying to, get the castle or monastery or anything else, but it'd be quite nice to get to like a nice cool looking docks and see how well I can get it, how good I can get it to look. If I can get it to look good at all, we'll see. But I mean, this seems like it's going so far. Has anybody else tried this since the... Oh, there we go. That was a big bump, wasn't it? Went up 100. Yeah, you'll probably see that with what's it called, hops as well, because the hops was affected. And also, I think the vegetables were a problem for me. I'd noticed the vegetables were doing it as well. But that's gone up for sure. There is a mod for docks, Susanna, you're right. You know what? I don't think it exists. Okay, so there was a mod for docks in early access. I don't think it's in... I haven't checked in about a month on mods, to be fair. But I don't think it's in the full release at the minute. What is in the full release is the what's it called? Stone Gate, which is a huge mod pack, isn't it, with all different types of building elements. And I often use that for building that kind of aesthetic where it's like merging with the water. But I don't think docks is in the full release one, but it definitely was. You're right, it definitely was in the early access version. Here we go. So probably the construction materials are probably getting buffed right now as well because of the triple speed. But that's absolutely pumping now, isn't it? The wheat, 400, 500, it just hit. Fish isn't affected though. Fish seems pretty stable. The berries were never a problem that I recall. Vegetables, it looks like Capibara was a bit low on vegetables. I did put the Capibara save file up on the Patreon if anybody wanted to grab it and have a tinker with themselves. But yeah, I think I left it where the vegetables was a bit of a needed looking at. Bread. I'm not going to mess around with Capibara, to be fair. It's in my mind, Capibara is all but complete. Tavern meals. I wonder why there's no tavern meals. Wool. Do I have any wool? I have 200 wool. I could do that mission if I had more storage for wool, but not bothered. Don't need it. Capibara needs nothing. It stands at the pinnacle of what Foundation has to offer. I think the wheat's good. I think they truly have fixed it. Let's get a nice, great big view of everything, shall we? Did you know that if you go to the top of a high place, a mountain, and zoom out, the zoom stays, and if you don't scroll with the mouse wheel again, you can get a really big viewing angle. But if you touch it, it zooms back in, which is annoying. Where's the big map? There it is. Village map. Yeah, that's pretty much... I mean, this island has always been appealing, hasn't it, to build on? But a population of 500. If I start going above that, my pretty old machine will start having problems. So I try to keep the population not too much above 500 because I don't want to kill my old machine. It's about 12 years old, my computer now is, but it works. It works. So yeah, I like to keep it reasonable. 500 is a good population size, though. I mean, medieval cities weren't more than 500. So it's from my point of view, it's fairly realistic. Insufficient housing. Why is there insufficient housing? Oh, somebody doesn't have a house. The spearman, he's a knight. Listen, I'm not going to troubleshoot this. I'm satisfied that wheat is okay. I mean, that went down a bit, didn't it? That's just normal fluctuations, though, I think. Production output 122. Oh, it's dropped off a bit there. It says refined food, but that's not a wheat problem. Oh dear, look, they've got a refined food monastic hash resource underscore type underscore bread. I'm sure somebody on the Discord will point that out. Eep, okay. Be prepared for another hot fix for that, I'm sure. Tricky stuff, this programming lark. I've got so much wood. Yeah, you're right, Fred. 500 population, you're easily able to achieve all of the goals and everything in the game. You don't need to go above it. And my ratio, my villager ratio, where is that again? Resources, buildings. Huh? Oh no, it's just here, isn't it? That's what it's just a hover. Okay, so I've got 41 commoners and 2 citizens. I could have more citizens. Knights count as citizens, obviously. Soldiers count as commoners. So yeah, it's about, what is that, 10 to 1 or 15 to 1 or something. I could have more citizens. But I stopped adding citizens to the town because... I'll show you why. I forgot what the buttons are. I haven't played for a while. I stopped adding citizens because I didn't want this to grow anymore. This did downgrade because I lost some citizens. But that was the point of these houses here. Just to hold citizens. So that I could have a really posh area here. And I didn't want... I wanted these districts to be poor. This district here to be poor. Let's put this on. I wanted this district here to be poor. And this one to be poor. And I wanted this to be a commoner district. And this to be a serf district, like high densities. So I was trying to be careful with the placement of houses. So I could give it a defined... I don't know how you say it. A defined approach. That was the plan I had in my mind. This is organic growth, I'd call that. So it's a medium density district, isn't it, with a specialisation, because they're basically all just working in the forest here. And that's something else I'd like to try as well at some point. Go into get a you see the way I make the kind of the farming areas where the farmers live, and try to integrate that into where the farms are to make it feel, I don't know, like it's a little farming village. Not quite a village, but it does have a little centre there because you need it in order to satisfy their needs. But I'd like to do that with forestry at some point as well. Come up with a little forestry hamlet. I have done it before in early access, and it was fairly successful. But I'd like to have another go at that at some point. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of here. Stop rambling. Quit to my menu. Otherwise, I'll run out of time. So, new game. Did I click load game? Yes, I did. New game. So I'm going to go coastal because I'm going to build a dock city. I don't know what I would call it. Let's have a decent sized bay. A decent sized bay, I said. I don't need a lake. Islands. I like islands for the aesthetic. Great. Let's put some islands in and then let's Randomize the seed, see what it comes up with. I don't mind that big open area. If I was gonna build, start a new map, and I was thinking, oh, I want to build a big city or a big town, I'd aim for a large flat area on the roll. But I'm not going to do that today, so let's keep the flat area to a minimum. Add some more hills in. Oh, I quite like that. So, I mean, like this, I like this sticking out peninsula thing. You're hoping, when you look at these maps, you're hoping, oh, I hope when I get on, I get the initial areas that I want as well, so that I can actually start there. But you don't always have that either, do you? Oh, welcome, Raymond and Paul. Welcome to you too. Yes, I've missed Capibara, but we're not here for Capibara tonight, I'm afraid. And we just wanted to check if they've fixed the wheat issue, and it looks like it's all good. I have traversed to a different dimension. I'm not sure. In spirit, I have. In body, I remain as I always have been. Buenas tardes to you too, Jorg. I'm just going to keep rolling this. Oh, actually quite like that. Alright, this is perfect. Let's hope that somewhere here is available for us to start on. Rules. Classic. I want a little bit of challenge at least. A Berg? No. No, forget these. Let's just do... Is there something water themed? Or is there a fish on there? Fish. Let's do that, but I only want one. Big fish. Your village name? I'm going to leave this one up to you, Raymond. Come up with a village name. I'll clearly pioneer Bara for the time being. Not poison. Village name. Whetstone. Whetstone? It might be Jorge, yes. Whetstone. I might go with Whetstone until Raymond can come up with a Whetstone. Thank you. Quite right, Susanna. I'm going to go with that until Raymond comes up with something better, because he's excellent. He's the master at naming conventions. Ooh, okay. A new beginning. Let me hear your advice. Got it. And let me not hear your advice. Thanks very much. Alright, we're good. Alright, this is that peninsula. Ah, looks brilliant. So I've been playing Manor Lords. I don't know if anybody saw. And I've missed this aspect because they don't have. There's no procedural elements to their maps, so you get what you get, and the maps are gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but the element of novelty and surprise when you start is you can't buy that. Well, maybe you can. I mean, I did buy the game, you know, so you can buy it. So I'll take that back. You can buy novelty. I mean, this is where we're going, isn't it? I can get all of these. This one first. Where's my... Right. This is it. It's this one. Which is a shame because it's right next to the edge here. Maybe I can do it on the other side. That works too. Yeah, you know what? That works. Because then if I can build some like high houses up here and I can kind of blend it into this hillside, and then we've got arable land here for farming and whatnot. I don't know where the King's Road's going to go. I mean, it's clearly going to go down here. Oh, Bara Bay. There we go. I knew you'd come up with a good one. Bara Bay. Yes, I know. My town kept getting burned down by bloody bandits in Manor Lords. It's a travesty. But don't worry, next week's is going to be better. I've already recorded it and I've been editing it. I turn a corner next week. Don't you worry. I'm coming back fighting. I'm going with this area here, and let's put this down on the beachfront. I'm hoping that they'll start making tracks. Oh look, here they come over the horizon there. Hopefully they'll come down here somewhere and make tracks down the beach, and we'll have a nice road that goes down there. Alright. Next thing. I want some more territory, please. I'm going to want that and that. 1, 2. I'm going to need that 3. And that should be more than enough for what I need to do, I think. Let's get everything down. You like Bara Bay? Let's do it. What do you think? Bara Bay 1 word or Bara Bay 2 words? Bara Bay. Bara Bay. Sunny Bara Bay. I wonder if I can get the church kind of merged in or meshed in with this idea that I've got with like kind of almost one continuous building that's looks like a big dock. I'm not sure. Lumber. And let's go with 1, 2. I'm not going to be too careful about it. A builder's workshop. I'm going to need that first. Yep. Let's have 1, 2, 3. Here they come. You're especially good with the tavern names, I've noticed, Raymond. Is there something in that? A sawmill. That's going to go down here. So they're going to... Actually, no, I won't have it down there because it's a bit of an awkward building to merge. Welcome, newcomers. Let's have a... I usually use the well to cover up my village centre there, but I think I'm going to move the village centre. I'm not quite sure. This is going to be too far away for everyone, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to eke it out until I get up and running. Oops. Sorry about that, everybody. I pressed the wrong key for the brush. Here we go. So, you may or may not be aware that we're going to get a quality of life update, apparently, from Polymorph Games. I like this little patch of... Oh, you know what? This little patch of trees. I was going to say I like it, but I'm going to get rid of it. So, Polymorph are going to give us a quality of life update, and I'd like to speculate what that is. I think we're going to get buildings. I think we're going to get a toggle that allows us to align buildings, which is going to be pretty nice. What else might we get? I'm wondering if they're going to give us some content as well, so that they might give us some more decorations, bits and pieces to scatter around. That'd be nice. Where's my stone deposit? There it is. Oh, there's one there as well. Okay, I'm going to put my stone deposit, this one down here next to this guy. Berry picker. I've gone quiet because I'm wondering which one of these forest areas that I want to remain and manage. I'm not sure. I wanted to completely, you know what, I will. I'm going to completely deforest this. I'll move the forestry area back here and I'll buy this extra area, and then I'll manage that bit of forest there and turn that into a big forestry area. I'll push everything back a little bit, and that way I get to put farms and stuff here and on the back, and then I can have like my stage, if you like, at the front here. How many people have I got? I've got 7 unemployed. Let's have 2 in there. And I'm going to need a market. Oh, something I haven't done as well. Let's have a market and a market. And I'm going to need 2 because I need to get in my progress, and I want fishing. Yep, we'll have storage. Thanks very much. We'll have the manor house. Thanks very much. I think we'll go with the castle. Yeah, because we're going to need castle pieces. Damn, we're going to need castle pieces. I want to get to... Where's the part? I think I need this. Fortifications. Stone wall. Yeah, I think I need this one here to get the parts that look really good. Well, it should look good with up against the water. Don't care about the monastery. But I'll get the architecture. And then I don't have to build the rustic church. Anything else? A bridge? A fence? How much coins have I got? 63 coins. Ooh. Just enough to build what? Fisherman. Boom. Am I out of money now? No. Let's get another fisherman. Oh, no, I still got more. Let's spend all the gold. Gonna need a manor house. Manor house. You know what? Manor houses don't even cost anything. You know what, Susanna? Speaking of deer, this is completely off topic, but I was driving home last night and a deer, a baby deer, jumped out of the hedgerow right in front of me and I had to swerve. Luckily there was no oncoming traffic, but I swerved out of the way with it. And do you know what I shouted out? Have a guess. It was something along those lines, yes. Oh, I'm gonna need this up here. Try to imagine now, with this angle, the roof line of a continuous building and then markets and whatnot down here on the beachfront, and then eventually it will be using the castle parts kind of made to blend in with the ocean. Build it all. I know. Let's get all that built. Let's get all that built. And I'm missing the church, aren't I? Church. I'd like some more church pieces, actually, from Polymorph. I'm going to try to blend the church in. I don't know how well it'll go. What's going on? Stone cutter. Yep. I'll just have one in there, please. Oh, yeah, that's why I need the stone cutter. Okay, maybe we'll have two in there, because I want things to go quickly, if possible. And... do I have this? Yes, I do. Don't like it. Good night, circumference. Sleep well. Be ready for the morning. You never know what's going on. Let's do this. Let's try to do something a bit crazy. We'll have the church on a slope here. Ooh, something else I'd like for the quality of life update is a ability to double click and select all monument parts, not just the parts, not just the sub building part that you're working on. That'd be cool. Let's go with that. That's not too bad. This is the problem I always have. I just overthink everything. Like, get on with the job. Let's get rid of that. I'll move this out a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Sure. It doesn't look very churchy, but I think it's not really what I'm trying to achieve here. Okay, they're going to need something to eat, aren't they? So let's give them some berries and some fish. I wonder if yes, I'm producing berries. Good. Okay. Is everybody complaining that they don't have anywhere to live? No. No, they're not. Interesting. A market tender? I've got 2 people unemployed. That's not the same as nowhere to live. Let's have you as a fisherman. And that's going to work out, I think. And another fisherman's hut. Where's my next victims? There they are, coming along nicely. Need stone. Need stone. And planks. We have no planks. How's that coming along? Let's prioritise that. I'm going to say something really critical about Manor Lords now. And you may or may not like it, but Foundation's more fun than Manor Lords. Manor Lords takes itself very seriously, I think. And it's not really a criticism at all. It's just an observation. They're different types of games. I think Foundation has a fun element. I think everybody has their own different definition of what fun is. But this is just less serious. I think I just have a little bit more, just that little bit more fun doing things in Foundation. Maybe it's because it's less, I feel less pressured. Although now I've got to grips with Manor Lords, I don't feel that much pressure because I understand what's going on now, so I can win the fights and whatnot. Let's get 1 sawmill, 2 sawmills. Well, Manor Lords is getting a it's getting another update soon, and it works really well as a game. But there's little things that don't quite work well, like the progression's feels a little bit off. Foundation's got the benefit of being in development for longer, and so they've actually really honed in my opinion, the progression of the game. It's clear what you need to do. Work through the lists, but then the economy doesn't stand in your way. It's flexible. If you do make mistakes, you can go back really easily. Manor Lords has that too, to be fair. Oh look, even more victims on their way. And let's get some more wood choppers. But Manor Lords is all focused on combat. It's all combat. And it's fine. I like that too. But it's nice to be able to have not have the pressure of having to do it. It could, because what I found in Manor Lords is it becomes a bit of a chore. Like, I don't really, I'm over the fighting, but they still come to fight you. And at some point, it's a bit like, why are we doing this again? Like, clearly you've figured out that you can't win now. But they come, but still they come. I suppose my real criticism is that I think people that play city builders sleep on Foundation because of the graphical style. And I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not everybody's flavour. But Foundation is by far, and this is going to be a broad sweeping statement, so I'll hold my hands in the air, but it is by far the most robust and flexible city builder of a medieval persuasion that is on the market. Nothing comes close to the flexibility of building design that you can get in this game. You can get there in City Skylines and City Skylines 2, but only if you mod it. You can get there in, what's that other one that's like Tiny Glade? That's what it is. There's one called Tiny Glade, which is super flexible, but there's no simulation elements to it, so it's not a true city builder, is it? It's more like a sandbox, kind of like a paintbrush, which is cool. I like that. But I think a lot of people really sleep on Foundation. But by rights, it should be have a much larger audience, because it's no other city builder that's based in, no other city builder comes close to its flexibility and in designs that you can come up with. Farthest Frontiers is, I'm with you on that. You can make nice looking towns, but you don't get to, like, you can't build your own structures like you can. You can't get these building blocks for the buildings and then mash them together and go, oh look, I'm rubbish at art, but I've made something amazing. You're still relying on the game developers going, here are your assets. Put them down. They'll always look great. You'll always feel like you've accomplished something. But yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with that. I suppose my point is, I like Foundation. Is that my point? Maybe that's my point. I don't know. I give up trying to make a point. Just rambling. I am now a lord again, so let's get rid of this. Yes, there we go. That feels good. Right, what's everybody complaining about? No housing. Why no housing? Let's add some housing. I'm letting it flow up here. I don't know whether you notice that. I'm just letting it flow. I'm not planning a King's Road or anything because I don't care that much. What I want to do is get to a point where I can just start freely building down here. So I just want to set my economy up. And just go. I'm about to run out of tools, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to run out of tools. Levy funds. I don't need to do that. I'm better than that. I've got 25 gold. You know what? I've got just enough gold to do. Just enough gold. And it always works out like this. Where's it gone? Logistics. Warehouse. Here we go. Put a warehouse down here. I want a warehouse down here too, but I'm gonna do up here. I'm gonna leave myself open for the time being still down there. What's the problem? Storage full. Okay. I've still got 3 people unemployed. Let's add 1 more in the sawmill and another lumberjack. I don't need too much stone. Gathering hut. I could do with 1 more person in there. There we go. I know it said storage full, but I like to overproduce on food whenever possible. Got enough builders going on. Some more victims coming. Let's just check in the book, see what we've got in terms of housing situation. Yeah, we've got some problems. A fisherman, a carpenter, and a woodcutter. It's a bit of a mix. I understand why the fisherman would have a problem. I nearly didn't pick them up then, but I did it anyway. What other job openings do I need to fill? And then I might stop for a moment on the a priest. I have a priest. Tax collector, definitely. Transporter, give me one of those. Okay, we're gonna need 1 more. No, we can pick up 3 more people. 1, 2, and then 3 for the transporter, and then we're good. And then we've hit 25, and that's perfect. If anybody has the unfortunate luxury of watching this back on the as a live stream, then you can go and check out the ultimate guide that I did for new starters, because I explain in that, or I tried to at least explain in that 25 to 27 population is what you want to aim for to get set up your village and make it self-sustaining. You can, once you've got to that point, then you can generate money and you can build freely, and you don't need to worry about things. You can grow past that if you want, and start to manage things, but 25 to 27 is all you need in order to just build freely, if you want, in classic mode at least. I was speaking to my future self then. Also, don't forget, as I always do, to put the visitor location in. That's got to be the most unhelpful tooltip that ever. Sorry, Polymorph. I don't know if Polymorph actually watch my videos. They should do. Requires 1 part's named visitor location. Okay. Let me just unpack that. It requires 1 part, and it's named visitor location. Right. So where is that? Should be able to left click on that or something, and it takes me to where I need to go. I find that quite unhelpful. Let's have that here. No big deal. One more? Yeah, I think 1 more. Got a lot of housing problems going on. What are we going to have? A transporter or a miner? Let's have the transporter, because I'm going to need tools in a sec. A message from the kingdom. The kingdom acknowledges your hard work in establishing your settlement. Thanks very much. I'm your humble servant. Thanks for the money. Bye. Off he goes. See ya. He's running. He's gone. Okay, so this is where my other part of the King's Road's going to be. So round that rock. So they're coming from over there. Let's have a look. They're coming down here, off this part of the map, down onto the beachfront, running along there, going up there, and then round the rock, across this flat, and then down the other. It looked like he was going to the other beach, didn't he? So we're off there. Beach to beach. It's good to know. You can once you understand where they're coming and going from. And then later on, when you unlock other trade routes, they'll come from other places as well. But initially, it's just one through road. One more. Housing insufficient. I know it is. I know. I'm going to put one house here. Residential. Let's have a square one. I'm going to put one here. Oh, I'm so reluctant to put a house on the beach. But if I don't, these guys are going to... Oh, they're just going to have to suck it up. I don't want houses down on the beach right now. Let's have... Thank you. You know what? I've wishlisted on my Steam account a game that really caught my interest, and it's called Noble Legacy. It's like city builder, but also kind of like simulation as well. Noble Legacy. I like the look of that a lot. It's in early access as well. Everything's in early access now. I don't know what the difference between early access and full release is anymore. Someone can explain that to me. Go ahead. Oh, we have faith. And we have taxes. So let's do this. Royal book. Taxation. Everyone can get taxed. I could even go here. What's this? 25%, 50%. I'm looking at the happiness. I'm okay with 25%. 50% seems a bit much. 25% can kind of cope with that. I know it's less, but it'll be fine. I'm going to get more serfs. I'm going to get more money. Yeah. Oh, you saw it as well, Susanna. So I'm not the only one. I reached out to one of the moderators on the Discord and said cheekily, if you want to give me a free key, I'll do a spotlight on the game and make a video on it. I don't know whether or not they'll go for it. We'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it out of my own pocket right now because budgets only go so far, don't they? So I can't buy all the games I want to buy. I wish I could, I really do, but we'll see. I thought it was a bit cheeky, but you know what? If you don't ask, you don't get. It requires one resource depot. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at self-sustaining. And I'm making money. There we go. We all like to see that, don't we? I mean, that was from quests, but still. I can see the reason I liked it, Susanna, is because I can see narrative elements in it that I feel like I could really work with. Because, well, you know, you watch my videos, you know, I like to spin a little yarn, and I saw it, and I instantly thought, oh, I'd love to like make some stories in that. That'd be really nice. So, how come I've still got one unemployed? Got 2 guys down there. What's left to do? A miner, 1 woodcutter, and 1 miner. Let's do it. You can stay back for the time being. Dum, dum. Boom. I just need to sort out my housing now, don't I? Who doesn't have a house? Everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably more. No, it's still 5. Is the audio okay for everybody? I'm getting a message here saying that my audio is not very good. I mean, I can't lower the game audio any more than it already is. It's on silent. I turned the music off. Alright, I'm at 25 here. And everything's good. I'm gonna start getting some. I want to start selling some planks, and then I'm gonna get my Oh, I actually want to put some castle down as well a little bit, and mark out where I want this look to go. The game sounds louder than my voice, really. That surprises me, actually. I mean, music's off. Everything's on pretty minimal. I wonder if I can turn the gain up on the mic. Filters? Advanced audio properties? Filters. Let's have a look in filters. Oh no, that's not useful. Advanced audio properties? Desktop mic. Okay, it says mic active 100. Okay, I'll take it to 110% volume. Okay. Is that louder? Should be a bit louder. 10% louder, probably. Can anybody tell the difference between 10%? Come on. Oh, here we go. We've built it. Right, let's store some wood, some planks, some stone, and some tools. I'm also going to buy the extension for that. There it is. Storage extension. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to get the... How much have I got? 62. I'm going to hold off on purchasing things just for a moment, because in case I want to build something. But I've also got this now, so I'm going to build this extension. I'm going to put a few extra things in here. I hate building weirdly on like the side of a hill like this. But I'm going to do it just for a moment, because all this is going to move back over here, and I'm probably going to purchase that little swatch. Yeah, and then I'll turn all of this into managed forest. That's more like 12%. Demande Buell. Welcome. Just skip past it. It's all just me setting up the town anyway and rambling about nonsense. Alt V7, you're happy with the 10% increase? Okay, I'll stick with that for the time being, unless somebody else says it's not good enough. I want to add... reason I'm building that is because I just want to add some extra materials in here, because you've always got these... Okay, this is something that bothers me, and I'm hoping it's part of the quality of life update as well, is I want to see some different things that you can place down for the village centre, and maybe even edit the building, and then you can toggle what kind of a what's it called? What kind of thing, like on the monuments, when you do this, and you have a building part that's got... None of these are going to have different styles, but you know what I mean. Sometimes there's an arrow, a horizontal arrow, that you can toggle different styles that you want. I'd like to have that on the village centre. Could ask a modder to do it, but I'll ask Polymorph to do it, because that's the kind of lord I am. Right. We're good for food. We're good for food. Loads of... Well, not loads of berries, but some berries. Lots of fish. This is when I put some cloth in here. And I'd like to have this emptied, because if there's nowhere to store anything, they store it here in the village centre. Look, there we go. Temporary storage, cloth, 20. Now they're going to there you go, it's gone, boom, gone, and then they'll stick it in there. Right. So, money. We've got 46 for taxes. How much are we supposed to be taxing them? 90. So we're going to make 90, and then we're also going to sell. Where's my trade? Trade. Resources. Let's unlock this. Thank you. We're going to sell planks. See, this is the conundrum and part of the progression in the game, isn't it? Like, it encourages you to start making. You don't make meat. What do? You prepare it. Prepare meat to produce meat. Seems weird to say produce meat as well. They want you to go down the meat and boar route anyway. But I want to skip that and go straight to bread. But I'll be shooting myself in the foot because I know. And then I can unlock that and then sell bread. But look how much more you can make. 3 gold from boar, and it's only 2 gold for bread. But bread's costs you so much more to produce than boar does. Boar's really cheap to produce. Bread's not. The consolation is that you can also make beer, but even that's not worth it. So really, in order to maximize that your money, they want you to go through this whole sell section first, don't they? But I'm not going to do it because I don't care about the monastery. Yes, agreed, Fred. I also want the fences to be tweaked a little bit. It's not that big of a... I don't think it should be that big of a deal for them, but then again, it seems like it took them a while to get fences right, well, into the state that they're in now, where they actually work and function as intended. So I think fences are... It seems to me like they're trickier than they appear from a coder's perspective, whatever that is, because I don't code, but I appreciate that it's hard work, so it's clearly taking them, it's clearly a challenge. But yes, I agree, it'd be nice to just edit a small portion of fence and not have the entire fence have to be rebuilt. Seems a bit it's a bit immersion breaking, isn't it? What's this? Alt 7. Have you determined the default position of the overall global map at the beginning of the game versus the gameplay position at start? I don't understand that sentence. Maybe I'm tired. Beginning of the game. Have you determined the default position of the overall global map at the beginning of the game versus the gameplay position at start? I don't understand the question. You may have covered this. Yeah, the fences were... So when the fences first came, there was a few patches to fix them because they were breaking. They were breaking other elements of the game as well, and they wouldn't build properly. Some sections wouldn't rebuild. Some sections were preventing other things being built as well, like other buildings being built. There was a bit of a to and fro, but then they've sorted it all out with subsequent patches. So I think the fences are trickier than they appear to be. Where is north? If you click on the big map here, depending on where your camera is, the map, this big map, so this is north, over that part of the beach, so that's north. Yeah, so if you click on the big map, it'll change what part of the map that you're focused on depending on where your camera is. So if I go over here, it shows me more of this beach. If I back up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and then the beach is gone, can't see it. But it always stays. If I rotate the camera and then click it, it always stays north, south, east, west oriented. So technically that's north, I think. I'm guessing that's north. I don't really know. the thing that I'm mostly focused on, especially at the beginning of the game, is where the traders and the newcomers come from. So they're making a road here through the middle of these houses, and that's because I built houses there. But I'm going to change this. We're probably going to have, I mean, I've got houses splashed all over the place because I just wanted to get things set up. Yeah, that's true. You can say change to sunset. So that should be west, which is right, because that's north. That's north, according to this map. And then, so sunset, that should be west. So it's right. There you go. And then, so we've done it a very scientific way, thanks to Raymond. And we've established through testing a theory that we had that was north, and that has confirmed it. Having daylight though, sorry. Put your sunshades back on. Nothing else. We've got tools. Okay, right. So what was I doing before I got completely off track? I was talking about trade, resources. Right. I was waffling, wasn't I, about how they want me to make meat, but I don't want to make meat. But I might have to do it until that happens. Oops. I only want to see berries and fish. For some reason it wants me to see stone. Fine. And I'm going to sell planks. Everything over 100. Thank you. It's the only thing I can sell right now. People are still complaining about housing. That's annoying. A priest, a woodcutter, a tax collector, a miner, and a transporter. They're everywhere. I need to put some houses down, and I hate building houses like on slopes. We'll have to build some up here. We'll have to do it. Get rid of that. The scientific method of work. Did you like that? Yeah, it's science. What exactly is science? Science is when you take the thing, you look at the thing, you put the thing in the box. That is science. Right. Castle keep. Where am I going to have a keep? I'm going to have a keep here. And I'm going to have a keep here because people keep coming, walking down this way. I need to protect myself from them because they're dangerous. Strangers. Stranger danger. Little thing, big thing. This thing. This is what I was talking about. The side arrows. I want one of those, but for the village centre. So I can have different types of village centre. I'm moving all of these houses. I've just slapped them down I don't know what to do with them right now. Maybe what I'll do is I'll fill in this whole area here, and that can be housing. I might do that. And get rid of all of this. It's because I want to get to the fun part, which is planning this out. Well, it's fun for me anyway. I think I'm just going to go with the basic standard one here because, you know, if I make it look too grand, it won't fit in with the aesthetic of it being a fishing town. Who, by the way, who buys fish? Yeah, middle buy fish. Anybody else? Trotbury. Oh, that's fine. I'll get to Trotbury. They only buy it for 1 gold, which is a shame. I'm never going to run out of fish. Never mind. There's a quest that you can do for fish. A recurring one. I think I'll go with that. And then we don't have any fencing, do we? Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Right. You can stay there. And then let's get some fences out. Or, even better than that, I'm all over the place, aren't I? I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry, everybody. Right. Well, I've done a decent job of clearing that up. I don't mind a few trees here and there. Come back to that in a sec. I'm going to need 1 more villager as a forester to maintain this area. But not right now. I'm going to use this brush. Just draw out my roads. Right, there's a flat area here that goes around the side of this. It kind of goes like that, doesn't it? So this hill that's kind of the hill. I think what I'd like to do is run this down the middle here. For those uninitiated, if there are any, that is, I'm imagining where roads will go. And then I'm going to build my buildings and my housing adjacent. That can continue down there. And to be fair, I could probably have some housing down there, couldn't I? I could probably have housing running all the way down there, actually, and then have markets mixed in, and that'll look quite cool. But this area here is going to be something like that. And we'll have, we'll have a market that's stretches down there, and bits of markets scattered around here as well. And then we'll have housing. Oh, they're going to hate this, but it's got to be done. But let's first define this. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that, but I would like it to come down and connect there. I'll have that run up where it is currently. I think the roads naturally go along the crest of a hill. Well, they do in my part of the world anyway. And then probably run along the top there. And then down into this area, which is an absolute mess. But this is gonna, all of this is going now. They're gonna, because they're still clearing out this. This is not a road. That's just telling me that so if I fill in this area here with housing, it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. I have Monday off. Woohoo! I'm excited. Let's leave that on. Bum, 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 bum. You can go. Goodbye. You can go. Oh, I'll tell you what I better do. Better get rid of the housing area in case they rebuild. I know. You're unhappy. You've just demolished your house. Don't worry about it. You're getting a brand new house. And it's going to be better than the old house. Because this one's going to have... don't know. It's just going to be better. Goodbye. Improving trade with Northbury. Thanks to your increasing trades, many folks are now looking to settle in Northbury. Yet the village struggles to feed the extra workforce. And if you could send them much needed bread, I'll get to it. Alright. This is my method of moving house. Just demolish it. Boom. Now the reason that they're not rebuilding is because it's not big enough. There we go. How much do I care about this house here and maybe this one overlapping the road that I drew? That's a question, by the way. Feel free to tell me I'm insane for even contemplating that. I could bend the road. I could move the road. I have the power. I could bring the road down there and then go round that house and then bring it back in. Remove them. Remove them. Well said, Raphael. Sorry, but you gotta go. It used to be in early access and also for a time in the full release where they would not build over roads. But what I've noted is, see that villager then walked down this bit of road here. As long as they're not actively using the road, they will build over it. So if you fence off an area that's got road in, and then so no one can actually use it, so they can't path find it, then they will build over it. So there's this bit of space here now. I think what I'm going to have to do is like fence that off. But until then, we're just going to keep adding. Another one. Add another one. See if I can get 2 in here. 1. Come on. And 2. Another one. Jorge. I'm the best man, apparently. Jorge says I am the best man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've apparently I'm the best man. Let it be known. You've joined us at a crucial juncture where I'm tinkering with the housing. Is this going to be enough housing? That's a good question. Villagers. Everybody's got a house. So let's just do the math. 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4. I'm a house short, but it doesn't say that there's a problem. Yeah, it does say insufficient housing. Yeah, there we go. 1. I'm missing 1 house. It should be there. And let's do this. Forbid them. Yeah, I'm building a little neighborhood here. I don't think this is going to work though. I don't think that's big enough. I don't think that is big enough. No, it's not. It could be, but it's fine. I'm happy to build one more house somewhere, and so the NPCs, the people coming into the village Traders. Mission givers. They're using this path here. I want them to use this. I want them to come into this section here though. Don't want that. It's a bit too close to the edge. I'm gonna keep that back a little bit. Yeah, this corner house here isn't quite. It's not aligned, is it, with everything else? I think what I'll do though is I'll just put a house in there instead. Maybe got 2 in there. This one, yay! And straight away, it worked first time. I'll leave that. I'll leave that as it is. Housing. What fun. Right, I'm going to put some fencing around that as well. Do I have fencing? I didn't buy fencing because I didn't have the money at the time, but now I'm making money. I'm making money. A village fence. So, I didn't want to do the butchering. Greetings to all in Cyprus. I don't know how to say your name. Mr. Santis. Can I do that? I'll do that. Greetings, Mr. Santis. Welcome to the realm. Here's a question for you. You've just joined in. You've just jumped in. Shall I get butchering or not? I don't want to. Just going to be upfront about it. But what do you think? Butchering or not? What I want to do is go straight into farming. I want to skip butchering. Got the money to do whatever I want. Fair enough, Connor. Let's go straight to farming. Let's be rebels. Just throw caution to the wind. Yes. I love it. Got a bakery. Bakery's going down here. You know it is. Invalid position. Bakery's going there. Need to get on with the castle as well because I need the parts for it. Also want some fencing here, and I'm going to go with... This is another thing that I'd like in this quality of life update is, you know, I'd like another 10 variations of fencing, please, Polymorph. I want 10 more types of fencing, different styles. I want hedges. You know, I don't just want hedges, I want like hedgerows. I want to see the ability to like place trees down as if there were like a fence as well. And I love these little doors. I want different types of those. Maybe some other kinds of little things to go inside them as well. What else would go on a wall? You know, ability to place lamps as in the walls. I want this completely filled out. It feels very, very bare bones. But for the time being, it is what it is. Here we go. It's not very straight, is it? Let's get rid of that. How about a little wooden door? No, let's go with a stone door. Now that feels like a neighbourhood to me when you section them off. Hedges with berries. Ooh, I like your thinking there. You know what, Alt7, that's a really good question. Should you put a well in the residential areas? You should put a well where the markets are, in my opinion. Feel free to sound off anybody else's opinion. But because when they go to get food, they also usually want to go and get water. So if they can do both at the same time, it's more efficient. Not that I usually care about min-maxing, but you know, I care a little bit as much as the next man. They want a refined food? Of course they do. Who wouldn't want a refined food? I'm getting to it. This is an eyesore. I hate it. But I'm going with it for the time being. So moving this back. You're going to live there. Where are you going to go? You're going to come. You're going to move over here. No, you're not. You're going to move down here. No, I've changed my mind completely. You're going to stay where you are for the time being because what I want to do is plan this better. So we're still in the process of deforesting that. That's fine. I'm deforesting this also because I'm going to fill it with full of farms. So maybe I'll get some farms in as well. Food production, wheat farm. Let's do this. Let's have a farm here. And probably will have one there. I'm going to continue this road round as well, I think. I don't want it to go across this ridge though because I'm going to put a farm over there. So I'm going to continue this coastal path for anybody that's interested in walking the coastal paths. And got a nice view across there. And I'll probably put something like that. serfs only require refined foods once you give it to them. I'll show you. They've got additional needs. They've got essential needs. I've got a whole video on needs. If you look in the ultimate guides, in my ultimate guides playlist, they've got essential needs and they've got additional needs. You have to fulfill the essential needs, otherwise they'll be unhappy. You don't have to fulfill the additional needs, but if you do, you must always fulfill their additional needs, and it becomes an essential need. So I haven't given them any refined food yet, which is one of the reasons why I haven't been bothered with the boar, because managing the forest here is going to be tricky. Let's face it. I don't have a lot of options unless I start buying, which I should do. So buy this territory. There's not going to be a lot of boar in there. This forest is going to be... I'm going to find it tricky to get boar here, if I'm honest. I'd need to go into this forest here or over here. There'd be lots of boar here, loads. But this isn't big enough forest to produce a lot of boar. I wouldn't bet on being able to supply enough refined food in meat, in boar, out of this bit of forest here. I don't think it would work very well. Over here could work. There'll be enough boar there probably, but not here. There won't be a lot of boar there to supply a town. So if I don't start giving them an additional some refined food and get that additional need up, then I don't have to worry about it for now. Is that a thing of mine? Do I bang on about needs a lot? Watch the ultimate guide on needs. I'll shut up about needs. This guy's going down here, tucked away. I'm going to have a little road come off. So he can do this area around there. He can do this area around here. Probably have another one go up this hill here. It's going to look weird. This is a criticism that a lot of people have as well. Myself less so, but the buildings don't always look great on a slope. But I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is why people don't build houses on slopes, because it's really hard and it looks weird. Even in reality, people don't really try to avoid it as much as possible. But okay, I'm going to do it here instead, because it looks weird. Up a little bit. I want 4. I'm aiming for 4 farms. All right, we'll do one, but we'll continue the road up. We'll go up. Oh, that's another. You're a new player, I'm guessing. V7. That you're coming up with all of the good questions about how the mechanics, the essential mechanics work, and you're right to ask them. To answer the question about how far things should be, how far villagers can live away from where they work. You're right. It's 150 meters, and there's no way to gauge it. You play the game, get a feel for it, and I don't know how to answer that in a good way because there's no way to actually measure it. I just have a feel for it at this point. I just knew that that's about as far from this house here to the fisherman. They don't really want to live much further away from that if they can help it. That's not quite 150 meters. I think probably this back one here is 150 maybe. Maybe even a little bit further than that would be 150 for them. But the whole scale thing. I mean, I've been playing Manor Lords recently, and scale is always an issue when you start any kind of new game. Like, you don't know how big things are supposed to be, so just kind of don't worry about it too much. And if they complain, build a house close to where they live. How do we feel about my distribution of farmhouses? I'm okay with it. And obviously my windmill's going to go here. That's going to look nice. Yeah, more food options, Connor. I agree with you on that. You know what? I'm going to talk about Manor Lords again, but I like the way that they manage the how houses have their own burgage plots and the houses produce food. I'd love to see something like that. I know it would be weird for them to implement it, but a house is a house, right? And it's just does its thing. But if it had an additional function to it, I mean, I'd love to see chickens running around in the gardens and stuff. I think it's not going to happen. Let's face it, it's not. But I would like that. All right, these are getting built. Do it. I also want to add in, before I forget completely, forester camp. You're going to get tucked away in the middle here. And they're very nearly finished, aren't they? Over there. I'm being so aggressive with the housing, just putting a big swatch down like that. I'm not a fan, honestly. It's bugging me. I'm gonna move some of these houses down here onto the beachfront. But we are gonna need the additional housing here because of all the farming that's going to go on. Damn, I'm in a bit of a conundrum here. Oh, I need a training dummy for that. Sure, why not? Put one here. Only thing I'm selling is planks. How do I upgrade that? Actually, before I do upgrade that, I want to make sure that my forestry is all sorted. I need one more. One more for my forester. Let's paint in the forestry area. This is going to become my permanent area now for forestry work. Foresters have a foresters are going to do two things for you. They'll provide wood, and they'll also provide habitat for the boar. They have a maximum working distance, and it's quite a large range, to be honest. They can go a long way, so they'll definitely be able to get in this area here. Tools. I'm out of tools. I dropped the ball on the tools. Resources. Tools. Buy tools. 10. I don't need more than 10 in stock. Let's encourage them a little bit. Can you stick to my pathing, please? Huh? Oh, wrong one. I picked up the resource removal brush. Buying resources, yes. Okay, he was trying to tell me I needed tools, but I figured it out by myself eventually. That is one thing that I could get. Stonemason. I don't have any gold at the minute, but once I've got some gold, I can buy the stonemason. I can sell stone, polished stone. Hi there, Luaz. What brings you to these parts? I love how they walk around the bush. Loaning tools. Thank you. They'll give me 25 tools. This is a great little deal, by the way. They give you 25 tools and they say, pay us back, no interest. And they don't say, there's no time frame on it. So And you don't even have to do it if you don't want to. But if you do it, they'll give you another reward. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. Got some tools. Alright. My whole wood production would have slowed down considerably at this point because they're walking quite far from where the wood is. They don't have enough wood, basically. But now I'm going to establish a wood cutting area, permanent one. Over there. And I'm going to move. Oh, I've got loads of wood. I'm going to move you over there. I'll just drop you in. I'll drop you in that area. And I'll drop you on the other side. Ka-chunk. A satisfying ka-chunk. Where am I going to put this sawmill? I've been umming and ahhing about this a little bit. I thought about putting it here and having a little area there. I could do that. But I quite like the idea of everything, in all of my production buildings being down here on the beach. You know what, I'm going to put him there just for the time being. Just for the time being. The warehouse, I mean, he's only doing wood anyway. And I usually like to have one warehouse next to... You know what, I will put the warehouse over here. It's not gonna, it doesn't like it because I need to get this other piece. Let's get him, pick him up. Come on. Come on, Mr. Warehouse guy. There we go, got ya. Just didn't click on the right part. There we go. Turny, turny. A little bit. And plop him down. Cool. Alright. So, I want to put some fencing around this area, don't I? So, let me just mark out a little bit better where I want these roads to be. Because change my mind on this particular... What's it called? House of the Wheat Farm. That's the word I'm looking for. We'll have, this is going to run past this front door. Right, what's going to happen here is, because it's all a bit... I want that road to maintain that kind of run along the crest there. So, I want to make a feature of this. If you can't... Don't try to cover up your mistakes. Right, this is a lesson. Are you listening? Don't cover up your mistakes. Make a feature of them. So, let's turn this whole area into something here. Like this. And then people can come in. Right, we're going to put something there. I don't know what yet, but there's something going to be there. It's probably going to be a little market area. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll expand this down here as well. Straight into there. We'll get rid of that. Yep, like that. And then this whole thing can be a little market area. I'm gonna put it up now. you'll see what I mean. And then, what was it? Alt V was asking earlier on, where should you put your, what they're called? Places where you get the water out of the ground. Well. Where should you put your well? I've lost the ability to use words, haven't I? Well, you should put your wells next to your market. So I'm going to put a market store here. I'm going to put a market store here. I'll build it. And I'll also put a well next to it as well. Well. And then they can get food and water at the same time. Perfect. Next, windmill. Don't have the money for it. What's going on with my money exactly? I'm running out of money. Taxes are good. They will be better once I add some more serfs in, but I'm holding off on that for a moment because I need a bit more. I need a bit more housing, and I want to sort the housing out here. I want to upgrade it, and the way that I'm going to upgrade it is by getting this village fortifications. I'm not there. And the reason I'm not there is because I'm distracted. I'm distracted with the farming and the things here, and there's a lot going on. A noble duty. The king has noticed your castle and wants to be sure that you, his loyal vassal, have everything you need to host an army. I am at your service, my liege. He's going to give me 50 spears. I don't know what you're expecting to do with those. Not right now, anyway. Advice. Preparing a military campaign. I don't need advice. Okay. I mean, I could add a company. No, forget it. I'm not doing that. The reason I built that is because I just want the building parts. I'm just going to... Okay. One thing at a time. Let's get... the manor upgraded. Because I want to get here. Tavern. Manor house architecture. And ultimately, village fortifications. I should have done this ages ago. I'm behind. Right. This is how you do it. Great hall. Decorations. I need 25, by the way. I'm aiming for 25 points of splendor. I'm going to put a weather vane on. And which is 3. Where's the rest of my stuff? Right. I'm also going to buy this tier 2 decoration. I know I've literally just started making money again, but you'll see why. Get some decoration. And now I'm going to go back into the build menu for the manor house. Where's all my decoration gone? Thanks very much. Okay, there should be decoration here. I think this is a bug. I've encountered this before. There's my decoration. But I don't want beautification. I want manor splendor. Go to everything. It's not there. Why isn't it there? It should be there. Let's try free build. There it is. It's all in free build. How much do I care about it being in free build? I don't. I don't care. Let's just do it. I'm going to put some... Right, this is a good opportunity right now as well. Before I get carried away and start shooting myself in the foot. I'll continue on my own. If this is where I want my market square to be, and it is, then I can start thinking about that, and I can actually use this as an opportunity to build out my market square. probably going to change that slightly, bring it in a little bit. Or not. No, actually, I think I will keep it like that. Let's bring this over here. Or, in fact, over here. Sure, why not? Right outside the church. I don't mind. It's almost free to move the builder's workshop around. Costs a little bit. Let's move this. Village centre is almost free as well. Costs you 1 gold. Good luck. Clunk. Doing well for food so far. Actually, I'm not going to mess around with those just yet. My market, because I like to have, well, I'll get to it later, you'll see. I like to have my market stalls in a particular way. But until that happens, let's have... now this is kind of a beachy area, isn't it? So I don't want it to like look like a town centre the way I would usually do one. I want it to look a little bit more barren, a little bit more empty, but not crap looking either. So let's have some fencing like this. Too far, it won't be. Fences are 1 splendor, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus that is 9. I always like to have a few seating areas around the wells. 9, and the seats are 1, 10, 11. Let's have... This is probably going to change, but I'm going to go with 12, 13. A roofed stable. I actually really like the stables. I've really grown... They've really grown on me. 11, what did I say? 13, 15, 18. And I need 24, don't I? 25. Okay, so... maybe it's... let's put a stable in here as well. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll get some more fencing area. Or not. Yeah, to get a bit more fencing. Don't want people accidentally... 3, I think that's 3, 4, 5. I think I don't have enough gold. I've run out of gold. That's fine. I'll wait for my gold. In fact, I'll make people miserable for a minute. Get a bit more gold. Last month I only made 12 gold. Why is that? Should be trading. I should be trading crazy. Not crazy, but... planks. Look, I've got 100 planks. I should be selling planks. Come on. Come on, why am I not selling planks? Planks, planks, planks. Sell everything above the value of 100. And how many do I have? 109. Well, let's turn it down a little bit. Maybe it's too steep for this stage of my build. Send down to 50. I'll definitely make some money now. Now I'm taxing them to the bejesus and selling as much planks as I could possibly ever produce. What's this? Storage is full on lumber camp, so that's good. It's a shame that they're lugging lumber down out of this forest here and then down the hill to the beach to be processed there. That's kind of a bit silly, but I want the buildings here. Build some decorations. I'm trying to. I'm not using any mods. Nerd burn. I'm not using any. But I usually do vanilla runs, and then when I'm happy and I've with everything, and then I'll add some mods in, because it stops you from, I mean, not that I really need to anymore, but it stops you from getting your what's it called, your achievements if you have mods on. Just do a little bit of tinkering while I'm waiting for the my gold to tick up so I can add in all of the decorations for the manor house. In the early access version of the game, I used to play with a mod that required the villagers to need fuel, wood as a fuel, just to make it a little bit more difficult. And I always felt like that was why that wasn't already a thing. I don't know. I don't know why they don't need fuel. But then there's no seasonality in the game, so I suppose. Can I leave you, everybody, for a moment while I go and make a cup of tea, because I need a cup of tea, and I'm waiting for the gold, and this is building. Do you mind? I'll be right back. I need tea. I'm back. Probably gathered that from the clattering around. Alright, my church walls are built. Nice. Oh, and I've got enough gold. Let's do this. Bob on then. That won't take long. Advice. Free influence. Nice. Gonna need that. Gonna need that in a moment. I'd like to get on and start planning the manor house, you know, but yeah, just need it to get built and then I can start. Ooh. Yeah, okay. If we get a stonemason hut while we're waiting for that as well, I'm gonna just put. Okay, I'm getting constrained. I need more housing. I want to upgrade this housing here. Which looks a bit odd to me. Yes, I need to improve the manor estate. I know, it's happening. Here we go. I did it. Right. And I was gifted some splendor. So, manor house village architecture is... I want all of this. All of it. But the first thing I'm going to get is the village fortifications. Ka-chunk. Definitely got that. I'd like to get the privilege. It means I can make more money. How much have I got left? I've got 5 left. I'm going to get a bunch of this anyway. I'm going to do it like this. You'll see why. Get the privilege. Where's it gone? Privileges. I'm going to put in a merchant league and get 10% trading price bonus. For the time being. The next one I'll get, I will get the to lower the cost of the manor upkeep. But for now, I want that. And then I just want to click on people and start adding them in, but they don't have anywhere to live just yet. So this is what I'm doing. Now I can go to fortifications, village fortifications. And I can add in not outside territory. Actually, I'd quite like to buy that at this point. I can't. Damn. Oops. Let's do this instead. I'm gonna not quite exactly what I want to do. Oh, got more tools. That's always nice. Tools received. Tools received, Captain. Get out of my face, tools message. This is my live stream. Boom. Where do I want the entrance for this place to be? I'm going to put it here. In this problem area, which I was saying earlier. Don't try to hide your mistakes, just make a feature of them. I'll do it here. I can make a doorway. I can put something in here. I have a feeling I know what. Guard location? If I put a guard location in here. No, I'm not going to do it. I could put it in here, you see. And then the two houses that are in here. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Oh, sorry, Alt7, I missed that question of yours. In the late game, you can place dairy farms and sheep farms mixed in with the forest. Yes, you can, but it's a bit cheaty, isn't it? Because that's not how dairy farms and sheep farms actually work. They need space. They need pasture. Yes, you can do it, but it depends on how desperate you are. Let's see if they try to cut that corner there. I don't think they should. Yes, they did. They just completely cut it. Like they don't respect me at all, do they? Who does? I'm going to put fencing around there. That'll teach them. A wattle fence? No, I'm going to have a stone fence. Tight, that, isn't it? Clunk. Let's build that. Ooh, what's the question mark? Advice. Trade. I just gave you a bridge. They'll give me fish. I don't need fish. But I do like the labour estate. Thank you very much. What have I got? Splendour. Influence. How come that didn't go up? I don't know why that didn't go up. I thought I was about to get a bunch of... Never mind. Never mind. Earlier on I said I was going to put some houses down here on the beach. Let's do that. I'm going to put one here. This house here I'm going to get rid of. Boom. This whole area here is no longer residential. Oops. That was a mistake. It's alright. Actually, I don't have to be so aggressive now with the housing on this hillside, do I? Because I can upgrade it into this inside there, so I can play around with that a little bit more. Let's add in that stonemason hut if I can, just for the extra cash. How much are they? 8. Oh no, maintenance is 8. They actually cost 25. Oh, I've got 24. I'm not doing very well with the money at the minute. I don't know if that's a new thing. It must be new. It's not me. 1. Yeah, I'll put that one there for later when I've got the gold again. I'm going to get rid of this house here, I just don't like it. This one here in the middle as well I don't like. It doesn't really work, it's not meshing with the terrain very well. So let's get rid of it. This one the same really. Yeah, I don't mind getting rid of that. These houses are all going to get a major upgrade now. That doesn't look quite so obnoxious to me now. How come I've only got one door into this little housing compound? I mean, first off, the door's backward, isn't it? I don't know why I did that. But I don't have a good reason for that. How many doors should it have? Would you like another door added? And if so, where? Let's start getting some more people into the village as well, and we'll start. I'm gonna start with the easy ones: stonemason, and we'll have our first farmer. Yes, first. And too large for one person, perhaps. Let's draw this one in. And probably there. This one is going to go. How come that didn't work? It did. It's just that nobody's working there, so it doesn't show up. Oh, that's going to be a problem. I've never noticed that little bug before. I bet all of this needs to change at some point, because when I have more people in it, will say, oh, it's too small. So, I'm not going to be too picky about it. Actually, I'm not going to help out with that. It's a bit too far. Advice. I'll continue on my own. Okay, in order to get these houses to upgrade, administration, and a watch post. A watch post needs a vestibule, and yes, vestibule was an old-timey dancer. Boom. Ah, they built a house down here. Brilliant. Really happy about that. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. See if they'll do it again. Instantly tried to rebuild it. Goodbye. I was expecting them to rebuild that straight away, but they haven't done it. That's annoying. Right. I'm going to need one patroller. Ein patroller. Patrolling. Let's get these upgraded. I might get rid of these two houses as well, to be honest. I think I will. You can go. Oh dear. And this is a bit drastic, but I'm going to do it anyway while I still can. Just because I don't like it. I've never liked it. Chaos. It's not as bad as I've seen it. I've had entire cities turned into this hellscape. What is with this texture here? I've never seen this before. That was weird. I'm now a village. I thought I'd already unlocked village, no? Increased taxation? No, we've already got enough taxation going on. I think they're already pretty miserable. Look at them. No refined food. Housing. Taxes. I'm actually going to put the taxes down a little bit. Just to cheer them up. Feel sorry for them. Slowly starting to fill out the farming areas. It's pretty slow though, if I'm honest. It's taking me longer than... it's because I'm building on this unusual terrain. Let's stick with... let's have some... Let's have a bit of fencing and let's go with the hedging. A bit more. Oh, I don't know where it goes. Oh, it doesn't go there. It does go there, kind of. This should look pretty cool. Hi George, welcome. And you're welcome. Thanks for the compliment. I have no gold. Eep. I've just realised I've blocked off road access by drawing that in there, haven't I? I need to get rid of that. Got carried away. Got carried away. Let's start at this end. Let's just do that as a change. And then we'll add it back in, but we'll only do it on this side of the road. So now he's got access to get up there. He's probably going to want to try to just walk in a straight line once he gets over there though, isn't he? So I don't want him to do that. I want him to follow this path that I'm carving out. So please follow this path if you can. No gold. Damn. Gold is a... oh no, I was going to say gold is a problem and I suddenly got some gold. You see, this is what not farming boar does to you. This is only happening because I'm not farming boar. Perhaps I just need to give up. That's it. I'm out of willing participants. I've got berries and fish. No berries and fish down here though. People miserable. They're lacking a little bit of housing. No. The farmer. Everyone's got housing. Everyone's got housing. That's going to go away. Refined food. Yep, I still haven't ever produced any refined food. I'm getting closer and closer on that every moment though. This is kind of working out. I think I've decided what I'm going to do with the housing here though. Because I hate this. I hate it with a passion. I think what I'm going to do is I'll go back to the drawing board on the housing. I know this is ridiculous. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a section of housing going up this hill here. As many as I can fit in there. And then I'll have a house here. And then I'll continue housing along the beach. I'm going to put a house up here. Let's do that one first. In fact, 2 houses up here. Oh god. This is terrible. They hate me. Get over it. This is how it goes though. You it's trial and error. Trial and error. Not that there was anything wrong, it was functioning perfectly. I just hated it. Get rid. You can go. 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 You can stay, actually. You can go. What about this one? No, I'll keep that. I'll keep that one too. Yep. You can stay. You can stay. Yes. Why is that not... Okay, I know why it's downgrading. Downgrading because of... I've really messed it up. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Let's have another miller. I'm going to have to get to this bakery at some point, but the moment that I do, I'm anticipating catastrophe because suddenly they all have refined foods and then that's something else to whinge about. Oh, this is coming in. That's lovely. Let's get these walls back in. There we go. That looks better than it did. I was hoping that this would only take me one session to get where I want to go, but it looks like I'm not going to make it there. I'm just happily painting away with the brushes and foundation. I'm mesmerised. What a mess I've made. It looks alright. It looks okay. It looks like I've been producing a little bit of polished stone as well, so let's get some polished stone in here. Polished stone. I'm already storing stone, so polished stone. And let's get that sold. Polished stone. Sell everything above, I don't know, 20. Don't really need a lot of that. Okay. Can I get some more of this? Ah, yes, I've got 27. So these only cost 5. 10. Bailiff's office. Treasury. Boom. Got it all. I got it all. Manor house architecture. That's my next one, but Tavern splendor. Shall I get boar? Bothering me. I'm resistant to boar today. I feel like these should dissipate, but they're not going, are they? Maybe that's something for the update. That seems random, doesn't it? But I like it. Oops, wrong one. Okay. A tavern. A tavern is utterly useless to me right now. Except for it would look nice. But I don't really... You know what? Tavern needs to have a variant that doesn't have the thatched roof. I love the tavern, I do, but I don't always want it to have a thatched roof. I'd like a different version. Okay. Let's have a bailiff's office. Where's he going to go? I'm actually going to build... No, I'm not, because I don't have the gold for it. Okay. Still planning. I wonder if I do this too small. I thought it'd be too small. I don't really mind, actually. I think it'll be okay. It just means they'll be really efficient at cutting it. Bailiff's office. Shall I have a watch post down here? I don't really need one. Treasury, free build. A tax office. Treasury. This is what I'm going to use. Treasury. Definitely going to need to get to that next level, that next tier in the manor house, because if I'm going to build loads of manor house, I'm going to need it to cost less. What's this? An edict. Can't afford it. Haha, can't afford anything. Rat and double rat. You kind of get the idea what I'm trying to do here, right? I'm trying to have a row of houses here. Probably connecting to that as well. Maybe some here as well. Tavern would be great there. We'll have this open, and then this is like docks area here. I thought I'd be further along than I am now. That's annoying. just check how long I've been streaming for. Three and a half hours. I really thought I'd be further along. That's annoying. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, that one's adequately sized apparently. Taxes, okay. Planks, okay. Not selling any, what's it called? Stone, just yet, apparently. Polystone. I do have polystone. This isn't built. Waiting for a builder. Why doesn't he build it? He's got tools. He's got no cloth. Haha, no cloth. That's why he doesn't build that. I need to bite the bullet, don't I, and just do boar. I need 50 gold for it. Boom. If I had that, I'd just buy it right now and just get on with it. This might be an adequate amount of forest for boar. People are complaining about housing. Why is that? Oh dear. I don't have enough housing, that's why. I think what I need to do is put another house here. I actually really enjoy filling in these little spaces with houses. There we go. That's a perfect little space for a house. Hi Ian. Yes, I checked at the beginning of the stream in a town that I've already built, Capibara, and it seems to have been fixed. I mean, I'm producing tons of wheat. I'm running at 3 times game speed, so I think it's fixed. It seems fixed. I mean, these are all saying storage full, storage full. Clearly can't process nearly enough. But then again, I'm not making any bread, so that doesn't exactly help, does it? I should do that. Let's start making some bread. Yes, I'm going to need an extra villager for that. You're welcome. You can go now. Let's get these houses built, builders. Missing one? Oh no. How many? How many am I missing? 1, 2, 3. What is it? Woodcutter, builder, woodcutter, unemployed. Builder, woodcutter, unemployed. Builder, woodcutter. This is gonna... No, that's not getting an upgrade. Should it get an upgrade? I think if I put a... Oh yeah, it should. That should get an upgrade. It would do if I painted a patrol area on it. Not bad. That's it. That should solve my my housing crisis problem. Even this guy can get it. Which is less than ideal because it's quite fast for the controller to go, but I might get away with it. Yay! I'm a town. Patrol coverage, yeah, when that ticks up, that'll get an upgrade. Basically, everybody's got a house now. Woodcutter and a builder, yeah. Once these patrol coverage ticks up, they'll be golden. If I could have a 6 times speed, I could probably play it 6 times. Everything seems so slow to me. Oh wow, last month I was at a deficit. Why is that? Did I build things? Yeah, I did. Construction 51. Okay. think my builders are spending all their time building fences. And they're also spending my wood on it. Okay. And it's done. And that one's done. And that one's done. Don't build that for a sec. Concentrate on houses and other stuff. Maybe this bakery is a good idea. Let's get that built. Do I have tools? Tools. Yes, I do. I'm gonna get boar. Come on, give me 50 gold. I'll get boar. I'm not levying the people. Yeah, I thought that would be too much for the patroller to cover. Do you know what? I think the patroller coverage mechanic has been changed a little bit. Let's have another patroller. There are unguarded locations. I'd like to know where those are. I've got a surplus of construction materials. Joy. It still says housing. Woodcutter, stonemason this time, and a builder. Irritatingly, I'd solved this housing issue, and I've caused it again for myself for no reason other than I just didn't like the way it looked. I'm still not thrilled about it, but it looks better than it did. Why is this taking so long? I've got plank because I don't have any tools. I really don't have any tools. Oh no. Armwind's bringing 7 tools. I'm good then. I'm guessing they were just purchased in and that's why I've got no gold now. Somebody can't get to a food store. To this one. Okay. Let's move your food store. I'm gonna need a villager. Can't reach stonemason's hut. Can't get to the stonemason's hut. Just can't do it. Don't know why. Never mind. See if I can fix it like that. This is a priority. Soon to be built. We'll get some bread. We can't sell it though to open the... Oh, what happened? What am I housing? They must be rejuggling themselves for houses. 2. Still 2. Builder and a woodcutter. Great. I've got 2 unemployed. I do. 1 unemployed. What? Somebody leave? No. 0 unemployed. No, they just don't have any problems. Still got 2 homeless people though. Very strange. Here we go. Bakery. Working. Took a really long time to get to a bakery. Missing raw materials. You won't be soon. Because you'll have flour and... Assuming I've got flour. I've only got 1 flour. 2 flour. You've got all the flour. 47 flour. And now you can make more flour. One unhoused villager, a woodcutter. That'll do. Oh, this is leveled up. Have the... I was going to ask a silly question and ask how the houses always look like that. Oh, there's space down here. I've got 3. I don't need that. I don't need an extra villager working in the bakery, but I would like another villager to sell bread, if at all possible. Prioritize that. Right, this is my plan. I'm going to sell this bread. I'm going to buy boar. Set boar in here. Build another house for the boar. Oh, there's a big circle there. Crop circles. Crop circles in foundation. I've never seen that before. Is that me? Have I done something? No idea. Just crop circles. I'm actually going to fence that in as well, I think, like that one. Just to get it upgraded for a bit more housing density. 50. Boar. Clunk. Brilliant. I'm having 2 boar. It's not bad. Not bad boar. 1. 2. Just bury them in the forest. And putting him on the beachfront. Yeah. Beachfront property. Do I have another villager? I do. You are getting dum 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 dum. Do I have any bread? I got 50 bread. Do it. Oh God. I can't get to that food store. What's the problem? Well, I can't do anything about it because I don't have any gold. Seems like it's all okay. It's 2 gold. Your villagers are eligible to a new status of commoner. And that is because I have fulfilled everybody's need. I've entered into dangerous territory now. They've all had refined food, which means there's no going back. Build that. Build that. Build that. Control that. And I'm so glad that they've allowed us to mix in boar production and the sustainable farming of forest together. It makes sense that you could do that. But it means that you can be so much more efficient with your space use now. Two more. I've got 4 spares. So I will put 2 in there. Actually, I will put 1 in there. 1 in there. I'd say I'm about halfway. I'm about halfway to where I want to be. So I'd need another session, another 4 hours on this, and I think it'd be good, golden. Because now I need to work on the castle. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop halfway on this. I'll come back to it at a later date, I think. They're putting a house in there? They are. Brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Are these guys going to upgrade as well? Maybe. Let's stick another one in there. And I've kept one back because I need to put another one of these down. For some reason I'm actually making money as well now. I wonder why that is. I don't think I'm really selling anything additional. Maybe the polished stone is helping. More? Sure, why not? let's have you working for another hunter and a butcher. Could have more bakers. I think probably okay for bread. Could be better. Let's have you, and you can do meat. Okay. No, that's it. I don't have any more. Okay, I'm good. Well, that's as far as I'm going to get today. And that's all I've got time for. You can build that now. Not my best build, if I'm honest, but I'm not going to criticise myself too heavily. I can get rid of fish from here and put in bread. Yeah. Okay. If there's anybody still out there that's paying attention, I'm going to call it at this point. And what was the name of the town again? Bara Bay. Save game. New save. Bara Bay. Boom. Alright. Well, just want to say thanks for watching. If you have been. Thanks for listening. And I will continue this at a later date, as yet undefined. But I hope you had fun. I had fun. And I'll see you all again at some point in the future, as yet undefined. Until then, bye-bye.